One witness testified the government is blindly handing out billions of dollars.
The war between DOGE and the deep state continues in Washington, D.C.
An offer is on the table for all federal employees. Leave your job and get 7 months of pay. The White House announced a buyout to all federal workers after President Trump mandated that they all come to work in person full time.
These ex-government employees got fired, and instead of job hunting like the rest of us, they chose to protest instead. While many federal workers are being fired or laid off, more ridiculousness in the deep state is being unveiled.
Also, another crazy thing. So, you know, one of the things is like we are trying to sort of right-size the federal bureaucracy, just make sure that this obviously there need to be a lot of people working for the federal government, but not as many as currently. So we're saying, well, okay, well, let's if people can retire, you know, with full benefits and everything, that would be good. They can retire, get their retirement payments, everything. And then we were told, this is actually, I think, a great anecdote, because we were told the most number of people that could retire possibly in a month is 10,000. We're like, well, why is that? Well, because all the retirement paperwork is manual on paper. It's manually calculated, then written down on a piece of paper. Then it goes down a mine. And like, what do you mean a mine? Like, yeah, there's a limestone mine where we store all the retirement paperwork. And you look at a picture of this mine. We'll post some pictures afterwards. And this mine looks like something out of the 50s because it was started in 1955. So it looks like it's like a time warp. And then the speed, the limiting factor is the speed at which the mine shaft elevator can move determines how many people can retire from the federal government. And the elevator breaks down and then sometimes, and then nobody can retire. Doesn't that sound crazy?
But wait, there's more. According to reports, over 394 million people are receiving Social Security benefits. Just a reminder, the entire U.S. population is around 346 million people. On top of that, some Social Security recipients seem to be immortal, at least according to the government's records.
You know, there's crazy things like just cursory examination of Social Security, and we've got people in there that are 150 years old. Now, do you know anyone who's 150? I don't. Okay. They should be on the Guinness Book of World Records. They're missing out. So, you know, that's a case where, like, I think they're probably dead. It's my guess. And then there's a whole bunch of Social Security payments where there's no identifying information. Well, like, why is there no identifying information?
You have to wonder just how many of these immortal Social Security recipients cast a vote in the 2020 election. Now we're hearing that Democrats are allegedly planning to challenge DOGE's efforts in U.S. District Court.
For one, you know the Constitution. You know they can't just freeze these funds.
This DOGE, I call the Department of Government Inefficiency.
You know, because apparently a department trying to expose government waste is more dangerous than a $36 trillion national debt that they keep adding to. Or do they fear they will no longer be able to fill their pockets with our hard-earned tax dollars?
On this side of the aisle, this committee that are troubled at how the second Trump administration has begun.
To make sure that no president can unilaterally impound, delay, or withhold congressionally appropriated funds.
We are at an unprecedented moment. Our financial systems are facing huge risks from the economic chaos of President Trump and his co-president, Elon Musk.
So then you understand the motivations. So if people receive money, they don't complain, obviously. But if people don't receive money, they do complain. And the fraudsters complain the loudest and the fastest. So then when you understand that, then it makes sense. Oh, that's why everything they approve all the payments at Treasury.
However, on February 18th, a judge ruled this.
The Trump administration scoring a big victory in court as a judge rejects calls from blue states to block Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency from obtaining federal data. Our chief legal affairs correspondent, Paula Reed, is on the story for us. What are you learning, Paula?
So, Wolf, here we're talking about Judge Tanya Chutkan. She's the Obama-appointed judge who oversaw Trump's criminal case related to allegations of election subversion. Today, she declined to block Elon Musk and DOGE from accessing data at a slew of federal agencies.
Well, first of all, you couldn't ask for a stronger mandate from the public. The public voted, we have a majority of the public voting for President Trump. We've won the House, we won the Senate. The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for. And a lot of times, people that don't get what they voted for. But in this presidency, they are going to get what they voted for. And that's what democracy is all about.
Democrats will never admit the system is broken because they are endorsed by people who get rich from breaking systems and buying up all the pieces. So here's the real question. If the government can't even keep track of how many people are collecting Social Security, how can we trust them to oversee their own inefficiencies?
We know what we're talking about.
Because right now, the Department of Government Efficiency is more competent than the agencies it's investigating. And honestly, that's terrifying. On a positive note, majority of Republicans appear to be supporting DOGE's policies.
Reporting that GOP leaders in both chambers on Capitol Hill vow to turn DOGE's spending cuts into real legislation.
But now we're saying that, no, actually, we are going to complain. If money is spent badly, if your taxpayer dollars are not spent in a sensible and frugal manner, then that's not okay. Your tax dollars need to be spent wisely on things that matter to the people. I mean, these things, it's just common sense.
We're just scratching the surface. But trust me, this rabbit hole goes even deeper. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered truth, and stay tuned, because DOGE isn't done yet.
So this morning to talk about going for the gold, Elon Musk and DOGE setting their sights on the country's largest gold reserve, Fort Knox in Kentucky, as its own senator reveals that $425 billion of a gold supply doesn't even get a yearly review.